Ijaw.
Yeah.
Ijaw.
Yeah.
Ijaw.
Yeah.
Ijaw.
Yeah.
Ijaw. A keynote address presented by Ambassador Salako Yorimanetita Jr., the National Coordinator, Ijaw Interest Advocate, IIA, IZANZA Intellectual Camp, during the IIA Worldwide Press Conference held at Warri on Saturday, the first day of June 2019. Gentlemen of the press, fellow lieutenants of IZANZA Intellectual Camp, stakeholders of the Niger Delta Comrade family, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. I bring to you greetings from the leadership and intellectual lieutenants of the Joint Interest Advocates. I lack the right words to convey my gratitude to you for abandoning your various schedules to attend this press briefing session despite the impromptu nature of the event. Your presence is a further indication that we have a multitude of patriots in the Niger Delta who are ready to champion the cause of justice vis-a-vis our neglected towns and villages. The Ijaw Interest Advocate consistently taking it up as a duty to preach the gospel of sustainable development, justice and fairness, using all lawful means. As unharmed lieutenant, our unperturbed resolve is to use our intellectual and material resources to advocate for a better social, political, and economic environment for our people who are daily battling with the oppressive yoke of marginalization. Today's press session is necessitated by the need to change the old bitter story of deprivation as our great nation marks a brand new order in our timeline of history. And as you all know, is our tag. As we embark on a new democratic dispensation, it becomes imperative to correct the indices of inequality and neglect that has characterized the previous administrations. Our people have always been relegated to the background in every positive facet of our democratic system. No time is better than today to change this ugly narrative. We are thus going to highlight certain areas that are in their need of urgent attention and intervention from the federal and state governments. Number one, the management of the NDDC board. As this new order begins, we are aware that the federal government is making moves to change the leadership of the board of the Niger Delta Commission, NDDC. We are also acknowledgeable about some purported plans to impose a former governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Udwan, as the new board chairman. While we believe this to be a mere yoke, we want to state it clear that the choice of this former governor will mean another term of hardship and oppression of the Niger Delta, as he never commissioned a single project that will stand the test of time within the 8 years elsewhere as governor. We are hereby by this address calling on the President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to appoint an Ijaw man as the chairman of the board. There are a lot of qualified Ijaw men with proven managerial capacity and mastering of underdeveloped towns and villages in the Niger Delta, most especially the creeks and the coastal communities. Since the inception of this commission, which has an intervention in response to the agitation of the Ijaw people, the Ijaws, especially those in Edo, Ondo, Delta, Akwa Ibom, etc., have not produced chairman of the board. Assuming that the president insists that the office must be given to a member of his political party, we are on our part also insist that Ijawmans in the APC must be considered for the job. The Ijaws in APC must not be considered only as political errand men during elections. They deserve to eat the fruit of their labor. This is the most suitable time for President Buhari to correct this anomaly, and we implore him to heed this call seriously while we urge him to abide to the NDC Act, which is the foundation on which NDC is built, should be respected and heard for the sake of equity, justice and fairness, in order to further promote and build peace in the volatile Niger Delta region. And I want to emphasize on this matter that it will be more ideal and it will bring more peace to the Niger Delta area if the president can follow the act of the NDDC by giving out appointments, so that the Niger Delta people will always see themselves as one. Because if you look to the record, you will understand very carefully that the Niger Delta comprises of 6 or 7 or 8 states. And on this state, you see that the Bayelsa people have held the MD of NDC, is a very good one. The Delta people has also held that office, is a very good one. And also we have a person from River State, Akwa Ibom, Abia. Then our brothers, or yes, our brothers from Edo and Ondo, I think it is also possible, sorry, it is also our best interest to allow them hold that office for peace to reign and for us to always see ourselves as brothers and sisters. That is that. Then number two, the refusal of presidential assent to the Nigerian Maritime University, a crown established Bill 2016. We hereby express our anger over the refusal of the president to assent to the Nigerian Maritime University, Okranko, established Bill 2016, which has passed through due process of legislation. There is no justification for this provocation of our collective sensibilities. The Nigerian Maritime University has come to stay, and we are stating it without fear that we shall never allow anybody or authority or forces and principalities to further frustrate smooth operation of the institution. The establishment of the school has passed through all legal requirements, and as sure the establishment bill must be accepted to with immediate alacrity. The excuse of President Buhari that the funding sum is excessive is untenable and unacceptable. The sum meant for funding the school is not by any way comparable to the sum spent freely by the federal government in chasing for crude oil in the north. 3. The demand for federal appointment for the Ijaw nation. We wish to express our displeasure over the gross marginalization of the Ijaw nation as regards the federal appointment made by President Muhammadu Buhari during his first tenure. The unfounded excuse of 95% and 75% votes scored from different regions is a measurement employed to continue the oppressive tendency of the North against the South. As a new government begins, we are calling on President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to give the Ijaws more federal appointments than ever before. We want to state it clear that when the government was steered by our son, he never deprived people from other ethnic groups from getting federal appointment, but made fairness and equity as the focal point of his government. There are innumerable sons and daughters of the Ijaw nation who are well qualified to head any ministry, department, agency, or commission. The Ijaw nation is blessed with the best technocrats in all fields of specialization. There is no excuse the federal government can give only why the Ijaw nation is deliberately deprived when it comes to federal appointments. Politics is a matter of interest, and as such interest of people may vary. Be that as it may, the Ijaw people have sacrificed a lot for this administration. During the last general elections held in February and March, the Ijaw people were the major victims of political violence. Our youth with great potentials were massacred in Delta, Bayelsa, and River State by the military and other armed men. Even the president and kingsmen did not record short sacrifice of blood during the elections. The president of the country must understand that there is no compensation that will ever match a blood spill in the Niger Delta by the military to ensure its electoral victory. Thus, he has no excuse whatsoever to deprive the Ijaw people of juicy federal appointments. Assuming without considering that he never had support from the Ijaw areas, we would like to ask the president the following questions. On what resources the federal government begin wrong? What resources is used to pay the federal appointees? We want to state it clear that it is our resources that are used to run the federal government, and our people deserve to benefit from the same. 4. The need for more infrastructures in Ijaw land. From the previous administration, no project was commissioned by President Muhammadu Buhari in Ijaw land, and that is certain to all of us. This is a gross provocation against the Ijaw people, the Ijaw man and woman. The Ijaw nation must be the primary focus of every government when it comes to distribution of development. We are the ones who milk the nation. Our resources are daily exploited without regard to our environment and livelihood, and yet we are deprived of basic infrastructure. We are by this press statement calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure that all the coastal communities are connected with standard roads and electricity. It is our inalienable right to provide with these basic amenities. As we end this press statement, we want to state it clear that we have decided to take it up, this issue, raised herein, if the government refuses to address them within reasonable time. We want to assure you of our unmitigated resolve to fight for justice and the all-round development of the Ijaw nation. We shall never be cowed by the oppressive element that do not mean well for the Ijaw nation. Thank you, and God bless you all. Please, if you have any question, I think we are ready to respond to that. Thank you.
The Delta State is not just about the Ijaw people. Delta has many tribes. Yeah. Why are you restricting it? Why are you kind of constrict? I mean, restricting the president to just a tribe in a state that has many
All
tribes.
right. The first thing I want you to understand now that the IIA want to always protect, or we are always protecting the interest of Ijaw. So on that note, having mentioned one or two lapses, very certain lapses of the then past governor, Odwan, we don't expect him to be the chairman, or we don't expect the president to nominate or to appoint him as the chairman. So on that note, we have all we have the authority and all the legal right to agitate for our own interest by calling for Ijaw to be the chairman.
Thank you.
Sorry, on that very issue, the Niger Delta question, these intervention agencies we talk about, NDDC, it came along as a result of sacrifices made, result of agitations made, not by those sleeping at home and waiting to eat the benefit of the agitation. If people sacrifice their brothers, their mothers, their sisters, themselves, their lives for a cause, and benefit comes, it is only due process that those people should first of all benefit from whatever comes out before talking about those who waited at home to receive the benefits.
Okay, Liberator.
Okay, yes, I have a very brief question. I don't know if you have any Ijaw man in mind while making this.
No. Like as I said, our interest is for any Ijaw man that emerged. I think is for our collective interest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Shut down.